This is John. Last night I went through a real hard night. And I figured out my chest is a cage, and it's a diamond cage. So that's why when I fell out of a car when I was a kid, I fell out of the car at like 40 miles an hour, and I didn't hit the ground like a normal kid would. I should have hit the ground and did a couple different flops and stuff. I hit the ground like a log rolling down a hill. So I have my rib cage is a diamond, like was turned into a petrified diamond also, so I'm hollow on the inside. And so when I hit the ground like a log, what I mean is most kids would have just fell out of the car at 40 miles an hour and hit the ground and not fallen the way I did. When I hit the ground like a log and rolled about 25, 30 times. 20 to 30 times I rolled like a log that was just thrown down a hill. And I went from one corner of the intersection to the other in broad day, in the middle of daylight, in front of traffic and everything. And I just got up like it was no big deal. And my mom was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah." Never even worried about it. I opened the door in the middle of an intersection turn. I was just wondering what would happen. And so that's what happened. But that's how my chest would be supporting me in a better way than a normal person. And so they're using the hollow portion to run the air and spirit energy of my wings that goes automatically to places in the galaxy or on the planet. And so that means when I got shot, it would just kind of like hit it and wouldn't go into my organs. And that means right now what they're doing is there must be a hole in the center of my chest right here. And when I tore my chest apart and put that triangle that I found in it, that day was when I went and found the thing. Spaceship thing. I'm pretty sure. And what happened was that they took the basin off. They shut the roads to it because I guess my chest was automatically going to it for them. And they didn't know how to stop it, maybe. That's the only positive note I can see on it. So maybe they didn't want me to go back there and start going to it again. Because I figured out my chest, my wings are like energy, like spirit energy. And they were just going. But when I put that triangle there, right here, outside of my cage, my spirit would still leave my cage, and then it just stopped right there because it found the triangle. And that triangle was from about like maybe about 2 miles away from there. So it threw it off. So I'm understanding the geometry of my nuggets and everything way better. But that's important because I figured out when I was fighting last night, I broke all my chest pieces that are muscle on top of it. I broke all those things so that they're my wings, and they're in there, and they use them. So I beat the shit out of them. I was worried that I might have broke my chest, but I don't think I do. I just kind of hurt it. It's real sore. But what I did do is I made it so that the air flux that goes with my wings isn't going where it wants to go. So it keeps having pain because it keeps breathing in and out because there's like a battery or something down in there. But I noticed one of the places it went to was the back of my head. And when I was shaking my head up and down, I could hear the back oval, like where I slice my head, like a Xerox machine on the top. So I have a cone head that comes off. the very back portion is completely full of gases that was linked to that chest thing. There's a hole in my chest somewhere. And that's how they're using me. And it's important because that's why I can't think. Because they're right in there using that thing to control my chest to send my spirit where it was going automatically without getting caught. But in order for them to pull that off, I got to stop thinking because they keep hearing it. So what I did this morning was I woke up and I massaged the shit out of it with a massager thing, the back of my head. And then I went to a bathroom and put my back of my head into a air dryer, a hot air dryer. And after that, it went away. Now my pain in my chest has been there, but it's just like an automatic kind of like interval. Like it hurts every 10 seconds or so. So it's probably automatically trying to home up with the back of my head, but I broke it for now. So that's some insight on why I couldn't think and what was actually going on behind the scenes. My name's John Locke. I'm trying to maintain a reputation here that precedes me and doesn't have me in trouble for getting upset. But I was under very hard circumstances, and I had to film the film as fast as I could while I could still remember it. And it turned out I made a playlist last night that I hope will work to help save my life. Thank you. The playlist was why I should have my cell phone radio thing that controls my flesh and my body so I can be Armstrong and young again. Given back to me because it's mine and it was technically never lost. They just took it. Now you know that's really not good to do. To deploy microchips to the people, not tell them how it actually works. And in review, I understand the geometry of my chest with the diamonds and the vertebrae and the diamond cage and the diamond head egg portion of my body as it goes with the energy that would run my wings and my vision that are still in there, just inside my body. And I understand how the air is linked, like air that you can't see, which would be called Bluetooth, kind of. Like shadow air. That's probably what it is. It was probably my shadow head, and they probably called that Bluetooth. But I know for a fact that I don't think they might not even be hearing me think too much back there, because when I was shaking my head up and down after I broke the chest portion of the whole entry, a day later, in retrospect, I can control where I send my chest energy now, which is how I was going to places automatically. They should know at the administration level. I don't really think there's any positive notes from the American government, honestly. I'm a very nice, positive person, but quite frankly, in retrospect of what I just said through the whole video, I don't know if it was a positive thing that they shut it down. I'm gonna rebuke that statement. And I'm going to say that I know I can control my energy now. And I didn't know how to do it before, and they never gave me a chance to do it because they wanted to take Bluetooth and say I had nothing to do with it. And I do know that that's how they were using my back of my egg to communicate with all the Bluetooth military units, because when I shook it up and down, I heard a few voices in there complaining. And that's when I realized they're just in the back slice of my Xerox head. They're just back there. So all I had to do is break that and the chest portion. I could probably just put super glue up on it, but then I have to be careful that they don't link into the super glue. So it's controllable and mitigated. It can be mitigated, this vulnerability of people speaking at me. But right now they're on the inside, and I don't think they want to stop. So please save me. Please help me, America. I've been upfront and honest about everything, and I just try to review everything I said so there's no lies. And if there was any, it would be the day that I put the triangle in me. I don't know if that was the same day I ran to the canyon and found that, but it was right around the same week. Thank you. Bye.